covering up principle and the hidden principle. Alrighty, so these are two basic concepts that you need to kind of understand before we go too much into actually punching and kicking. Alright, basically the covering up principle is very simple, meaning that your hands are up by your head. Alright, so whenever you're throwing a strike, we're not dropping a hand down here. We're not doing this kind of motion here to protect our ribs, because our head is more important for covering our head up. I'm not saying anything bad about any other style, but I'm just saying that you look at boxers, they box, and they got their hands up by their head. So basically that concept there. For example, if I was doing a straight punch with the lead hand, my hand comes up here. We already went over the combat stance. Combat stance in one of the previous videos were basically feet were diagonal, hands was up here. So if I was doing a strike, I'd be striking, and this other hand is staying up by the head. Once again, the other side comes up over here. So if I'm here, boom, boom. A couple quick shots. Alright, so you get the idea. Basically, we're keeping the heads covered up, but your hand's not striking, it's up by the head. Don't get me wrong, and when you start doing lots of various strikes, you're not going to have time to bring it all the way back, but at least you keep them somewhere up general in the head area. So when they start striking back at you, your hands are already up here by your head to protect you. Alright, now the hidden principle basically ties right into that. Whenever we're striking, compared to striking with the head sticking up like an ostrich and punching this way, we're actually going to be hiding behind that shoulder. So especially if I throw a hook punch, like this would be my head straight up, even with my hand pressing, covering up. But you can see a difference on this compared to this, bringing that shoulder up a little bit. Even if it's a single strike, coming into here, my shoulder comes up, multiple strikes. All right, you're bringing that shoulder up to protect you. Slow over here, bringing it up. So we're basically like hiding behind this shoulder. So that way if we miss or they deflect, they throw a strike, we got the shoulder already to kind of protect part of our head, and then the hand can come up quickly to bring that up. So that's two concepts right there, which was the covering up concept and also the hidden principle in that part too. I'd like to think when I mention concepts and principles, those are kind of interchangeable. I consider them concepts as kind of the footwork of our organization. These are not things that I necessarily created, but I passed this knowledge on this knowledge came from my instructors, Mr. Chris Leonard, and then his instructor, which is Mr. Robert Buzzy. Special thanks goes out to those gentlemen there for coming up with these names. Sometimes that helps to put a name or something, so that way you can actually remember it and apply it. Once again, of course, it's an American name, so that makes it even easier to remember. Alright, so be sure to check out our website, fordefend.com. That's also for the school, and also we'll have links to all these sections on here. And of course on Twitter at Primal Hippie on Twitter. Thanks for watching.